What a wild week 5 we saw in the NFL. Upsets galore. The Arizona Cardinals finding new and creative ways to blow football games. But it's on to week 6, and today we are breaking down the Thursday nighter NFC East matchup here with the Philadelphia Eagles at the New York Giants. Even though Philly is 4-1, they still kind of look pretty bad offensively. So what's wrong there? We will break that down. We'll talk about Jaxson Dart. Now he's looked under center. We'll talk about this week's free gimme pick over at Underdog for Thursday Night Football, and much, much more. Welcome to the channel. I'm Ninja, here with Nick Holz. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let us know what you're betting for Week 6 Thursday Night Football in the comments section below. Nick, like I said, Philly 4-1, but this offense in particular has not looked great. And I know they were hard done by with a missed PI call late in that loss against Denver. But listen, 30th in yards per game so far, 31st in passing yards per game, only ahead of the Titans, 25th in rushing yards per game. Jalen Hurts post-game yesterday says he takes accountability for that lack of execution. The complete lack of turnovers, though, has really saved this team. But what is wrong with the Super Bowl champs so far, Nick?
Yeah, it's been just an out of sync couple of weeks here for the Eagles. But when you fail to complete a pass in an entire second half of a game, you're going to have defensive coordinators that just load the box to stop the run and take away what you do best. And for the Eagles, that's rushing the football with Saquon Barkley and sometimes with Jalen Hurts and a couple of receivers on jet sweeps. But they've got to find a way to get A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith the football at some point, right? Like Brown, just 19 catches on the year. It's been tough with another new offensive play caller, and we saw this a couple of years ago with the Eagles as well before Kellen Moore came in and kind of stabilized things. So I think they'll need a few more weeks to kind of work out some of the kinks, but Jalen Hurts has got to get this passing game going at some point. But at the same time, you're not playing the elite Denver defense every week either, right? And just like I said, if I can notice that you can stack the box against the Eagles and hopefully win football games, then so did Vance Joseph. And the Broncos defense is more well-equipped than most in the NFL at doing that. Obviously, a top 3 unit in EPA per play right now. They have outstanding pass rushers in the front 7. And they can afford to stack the box with 8 because you've got Pat Surtain and first-round pick Jahdae Barron on the back end. So moving forward, obviously some nicer, cushier matchups for the Eagles here as well.
Took the words right out of my mouth because I think maybe Vance Joseph showed the league that zone defense is the answer against Philly. Jalen Hurts now ranks 30th in EPA per dropback against zone defense. And you touched on it, Nick, but dig a little deeper here. The Eagles now 3rd in Super Bowl futures at plus 850 at DraftKings. But you talked about A.J. Brown. We saw some drama with him off the field, not getting the ball enough. He made that public. The offensive line, Nick, banged up. And what's left has not looked good. Should this team be worried at all, or is there still a few weeks left before we hit the button there?
Well, I'd say that with one caveat as well, is that the defense should have generated a turnover on a Bo Nix drop back that was somehow, some way ruled an incomplete pass. I mean, he clearly had an empty palm with the ball moving forward. So to me, that's a fumble, and it should have been Eagles' ball after that. And that kind of changes the course and the outcome of the game as well, right? So we've got to factor that in here. But the Eagles are 4-1, right? We've got a Thursday night matchup with the lowly New York Giants here on the horizon. And then they have a meeting with the Minnesota Vikings and backup quarterback Carson Wentz there. And then another meeting with these Giants. So are you going to be worried at 6-2, 7-1? I mean, probably not. They're the Super Bowl champions for a reason. And you're getting the best out of every single opponent. So, I mean, there's some kinks to work out here, but it's still early in the year, and they played well.
Look, I know the Giants are the Giants, but they should have won that game on Sunday. The turnovers really undid them, and they did look good early on. Like Jaxson Dart, 8 of 9 passing, 83 passing yards, a couple TDs early in that one against the Saints. It was the inexperience of Dart, though. It was the inexperience Cam Skattebo. But there are some positive signs with these rookies, with this Giants team. What has been your impression of Jaxson Dart since he's taken over under center there?
Yeah, he's a rookie quarterback, right? And it's tough in the first few weeks, his first few starts of his career to really evaluate the effect that he's going to have, and then if he's going to be a long-term starting quarterback in the NFL. I mean, he played in this almost exclusive RPO style offense at Ole Miss. That is a college football offense that really doesn't translate to the NFL. So there was always going to be an adjustment period there. I think he showed against the Chargers that he has enough playmaking ability to play in this league. But at the same time, he's 32nd in EPA per play. You saw some of the bad interceptions come out against the Saints there. And, it's always going to be a tough period for Dart, especially with a bad Giants offensive line in front of him and no Malik Neighbors makes it very, very tough on a young quarterback. So moving forward here, if you do have to bet on Dart and the Giants, he's probably trailing in this game. So I like the look of his passing yardage, or you could you look the same game parlay, lower the yards a little bit and add that to your parlay.
Let's look at potential prop candidates here. Like you talked about, Malik Neighbors obviously out. So is there a receiver on this Giants team that you would recommend in prop markets? Like Wan'Dale Robinson, Darius Slayton are kind of the names that are left. But then, Daniel Bellinger had a decent game. Theo Johnson had a good game. What are your thoughts in those potential markets?
Yeah, you're all over it there. I mean, we've got Wan'Dale Robinson working out of the slot, who's really been Dart's check down, and especially with a young quarterback, he's looking to throw the ball over the middle of the field. Robinson leads the team with 35 targets and 24 receptions, so he's always a good bet on the receptions props. I'm also taking a look at Theo Johnson, a heck of an athlete coming out of Penn State. Had 6 catches last week and is always a threat to score in the red zone. He leads the team with a 29% red zone target share. So I'm taking a look at his touchdown prop as well against the Eagles.
So both teams, like we mentioned, coming in off the disappointing losses. And it's a short week now, of course, with Thursday Night Football. But one team is the defending Super Bowl champ. The other is a team just trying to find something positive with the aforementioned rookie QB and the rookie running back. So do either of these teams, Nick, have an advantage on a short week?
Well, I'll tell you what, it definitely doesn't help the Giants with a rookie quarterback, right? And a rookie backfield with Cam Skattebo. So, I mean, the battle-tested veteran Eagles definitely get a little bit of a boost here on a short week. They know how to win. They know how to just grind out victories in short weeks, really. And then you've got the Giants, who are a younger squad, who are probably missing their left tackle again, who might be without Darius Slayton this week after he got hurt. I mean, the Eagles lost Landon Dickerson and Grant Calcaterra to injury, which definitely hurts their running game if they can't go on Thursday night. But other than that, I mean, Jaxson Dart dissecting a Vic Fangio defense on a short week just seems like a recipe for disaster.
And I'll get Nick's pick in a moment here. But folks, sign up at Underdog today. And if you play $5, you can get 100 in bonus funds when you sign up with the code UnderdogOS. That's UnderdogOS. Plus, they have a current deposit offer of up to $1,000 in bonus funds for new customers with their 50% deposit match. That's over at Underdog. Plus, Thursday Night Football's gimme pick of the week is Jalen Hurts for passing and rushing yards. So new customers can use that gimme pick where you can choose higher or lower on up to 8 of your favorite NFL player stats. The more you pick, of course, the more you could win. So sign up down below through the link and use that promo code UnderdogOS. All right, Nick. Giants, 7.5-point home underdogs here. NFC East, rivalry matchup here. The total is 42.5. Both teams coming off the loss. What do you like in this one here, Nick?
Well, just as I said on last week's Sunday Night Football preview, we've got a divisional matchup with an underdog getting over a touchdown, right? So always advise caution in these games. And we saw the Patriots win outright after a couple of Bills fumbles that don't usually happen. You know, we're seeing this type of variance in prime time between two teams that know each other very well. So definitely watch out for that in this one. The Eagles as well, since 2022, just 3-9 against the spread coming off a loss. So don't blindly bet on them to bounce back here. Philly is 7-1 straight up in their last 8 against the Giants and 7-1 against the spread in their last 8 on the road. But I think Philadelphia's offense is able to open it up a bit. I know the Giants' front seven is very good, but their secondary has been atrocious this season. So I like Jalen Hurts and the Eagles' passing attack to get back to it, and also Saquon Barkley to get more than just the 9 touches he had against Denver. So I'm on the Eagles team total over 25.5. Definitely shop around on that where you can find the best odds. I grabbed it at plus 120, so take a look there.